Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Jacqueline. Happy birthday to me. Yes, you got it right. It's my birthday today. And I would like to welcome you once again to Jacqueline's Corner to share my day with you. I'm happy. I'm contented. I'm just loving myself as I am. Remember, this is a place where we share thoughts, tips and tools on how to reach for your greatness, how to be the best version of you that you can be, and how to live in your own possibilities. Interestingly, each year as I get older, maybe I get wiser, I don't know, but I realize that I just keep loving myself. The love I have for myself keeps growing, and as my love for myself grows, I embrace more. I find my scope expanding before my very own eyes. That brings me to today's question. How much do you love yourself? Loving yourself has nothing to do with acquisitions. Self-love has nothing to do with your appearance. Self-love has nothing to do with your bank balance. It has to do with who you are. Appreciating who you are, embracing yourself, and living your life fully in the present time. Yes, it involves loving yourself without condition, your quirks, your oddities, your warts and all, everything about you. You don't have to love yourself with condition, no. Love yourself as you are, everything. When I say in totality, you don't love yourself or say, oh, maybe if I am taller, I would love myself more. Or maybe when I have more money, or maybe when I get this qualification, or maybe when I have somebody in my life who, Your love for yourself should be independent of someone else's love. You have to give yourself that self-validation. You have to love yourself so deeply that you are unapologetically and enthusiastically and authentically you, because there is only one you. There is no creation elsewhere that has your DNA exactly the same way. There is nobody else who has your fingerprints, whose smile is just exactly like yours. Yes, it might look like yours, but it isn't yours. Whose inflections, whose mannerism, there is no other you. You are the only constant you've got. So you've got to learn to love yourself. Mistakes, imperfections and all, because you are actually perfect in your imperfections. You were created a bundle of wholesomeness. I'm just feeling it all happy with myself today. Of course, I don't have to wait for my birthday to be happy, but I also want to share with what I'm feeling today with you, which is what I'm trying to do here. 90% of the time we are our own worst critics. We don't give ourselves any validation. We don't appreciate ourselves because we think we fall short for so many reasons. But one thing I have learned is that in loving myself, I actually start making decisions that are better for me, decisions that expose me to my own truth, to my growth, to my possibilities. I don't have to seek another person's opinion because, everybody has one. I'm sorry, like a bum or an asshole, everybody's got one. And if you have to follow every bum out there, you'll be a bummer, So you've got to validate your own self. You've got to give your own self the permission to be happy. You've got to find those things that you love, that makes your heart light up. You don't have to wait for somebody else to love you before you learn to love yourself. You don't have to wait to acquire material things. Now let me ask you another question. If those material things were taken away, what will become you? If everything was stripped off you, the naked you, would you be ashamed? Or would you embrace yourself in your nakedness and in your truth and love who you are, where you are right now? Ask yourself that question. You know, as I started to love myself, I started finding emotional balance in my life without waiting for the validation of anybody's love. Everybody's love is important, yes. It's an addition, but it is from what I feel for myself, my full cup. That is the only time that the abundance can overflow. If you don't love yourself enough, you're running on empty tank. You really don't have anything to give someone else. As I started to love myself, my horizons, my perspectives started changing. My senses just kept opening up. I don't know. The inspiration pours in. The passion grows by each day. As I started to love myself, I started letting go of things that were not adding value to my life, like toxic relationships. I started to let go of thinking that I needed acquisitions to make me happy, because the happiness lies deep within me, not from outside, not from anybody else, but within me. As I started to love myself, I started finding fulfillment, contentment, and living in my present moment, appreciating every second of it, because really time is short and not to be wasted. The more I love myself, the more I find my talent, the more I find my purpose, the more I find me in my life. It's taken me 40 plus years to get here. Every bit of it, some scars, bumps, ups and downs. But I know that it's all for a reason and for fullness of who I am and who I am becoming. Would you love yourself today? Not just today, but learn to love yourself. Learn to let go of seeking approval of others before you can love yourself. Because you're actually doing yourself more harm than you know by not loving yourself. You are full, a full person, complete, wholesome, and you're enough. You're a created bundle of awesomeness. Today I'm going to give myself a little treat. Just unwind. My child gave me this. His Teddy, my little boy. He makes me, I have 3 children. This one, he is so, maybe because he's still young, he's so sweet. He woke me up this morning, you know, and sang me a nice happy birthday with his handmade card and a little teddy. And I treasure it more than, you know, this moment that I treasure this, the thoughtfulness. Be thoughtful, love yourself. Go look yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, you are a bundle of awesomeness. As I began to love myself, I started living in my own truth and my own possibilities, and knowing that the future is so bright. It's as bright as you see it. But you've got to learn to look with different eyes. Tell yourself today, make a list. That's my little assignment to you today. Make a list of those things that you love about yourself. And yes, those ones that you don't think you should love. Embrace every bit of it. Because as you actually learn to love every inch, you only get better. We are all work in progress. Every bit of us, every one of us, we are all work in progress. And we are perfect in our imperfections. Thank you once again for listening to me today, for wishing me a happy birthday. Please don't forget to subscribe. Yes, I'll leave a comment as well, and a nice little uptick will be fantastic. I appreciate you and looking forward to seeing you once again. Take care and God bless. Bye.